This is going to be very short. I'm just going to give you a little introduction to the breakout classes at Bethlehem Community Church that start August the 20th on Wednesday night at 6:30 at 849 Lake Como Road, Laurel, Mississippi, and that's Bethlehem Community Church. Last spring, I taught a breakout class on Daniel chapters 1 through 5. So this session of breakout classes, I'm going to try to complete the book of Daniel, chapter 6 through 12. I say I'm going to try if the Lord is willing, but some of you that are my listeners and have been for a long time, you know I've already done Daniel and have put it on YouTube, but it's 46 different lessons. This is different because I'm trying to condense it into 12, which is harder than I thought it would be. So y'all pray for me about this. But I thought it would be good to condense it because a lot of people had rather listen to a short study and then it's all there. They're free to go back and dig deeper, which I would recommend. But anyway, so in this, I'm just going to give you a little overview of what we went through in the first 5 sessions. In chapter 1 of Daniel, because the Jewish people continually kept turning to the worship of idols, Daniel 1 opened with Judah being taken into Babylonian captivity. Daniel, a righteous man, is among the captives. The captivity is the beginning of the time of the Gentiles, meaning Israel is now under Gentile rulers. In chapter 2, Daniel proves himself to be an important helper to King Nebuchadnezzar by interpreting the king's dream, and he becomes the king's right-hand man. Chapter 3, the 3 Hebrew children, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, are cast into the fiery furnace because they would not bow to and worship the golden image that everyone was commanded to bow to. Now, there are a lot of pictures of the last days to be seen in chapter 3. Nebuchadnezzar was a type of the Antichrist, demanding that the Jews bow to an image and killing those who would not. This pictures those who will go through the tribulation and God walking with them through the fire. They also picture us and God walking with us through all the troubles of this life. You know, God leaves us here after we're saved to be a voice to a lost world. Daniel and the 3 Hebrews were not idol worshippers, but God allowed them to be taken captive with the others. That resulted in a lot of people coming to know the true God, who otherwise would not have, had not these righteous men been among them, being a voice telling them about God. Daniel 4, Nebuchadnezzar is one who comes to know God because of their witness. And in chapter 4, he gives his awesome testimony about his prideful self and how God humbled him. He became as an insane man for 7 years. By the end of the chapter, he became a saved man and a monument of God's mercy. In Daniel 5, 20 to 30 years have passed since chapter 4. The kingdom still belongs to Babylon. Belshazzar is the grandson of Nebuchadnezzar and is in charge while his father, Nabonidus, was away. While having a large party, the handwriting appeared on the wall. You've heard the handwriting was on the wall. Well, it came from the Bible. A lot of those sayings come from the Bible. Daniel, who has been pushed to the background after the death of King Nebuchadnezzar, is called on to interpret Belshazzar's dream. The message from God told them the kingdom was about to be given to the Medes and the Persians, and it happened that very night, just like Daniel said it would. Then in chapter 6, which is what we're going to be studying this Wednesday night, Media Persia is in charge and Darius is ruling while King Cyrus is away. Daniel once again is in a high position and is highly favored by Darius. The political leaders in the kingdom, though, did not like it one bit, and they convinced Darius that he should make a law that for 30 days no one was to ask a petition of any god or man but the king. If they did, they would be thrown in the lion's den. Well, Daniel continued praying with windows wide open, just as he always had. Now the thing, we'll go a lot further into that this Wednesday night at Bethlehem, but the thing that has stood out the most to me so far in the book of Daniel is that God wants us Christians to see and really get a hold of the fact that He is in control and to trust Him. He sets up kings and He puts down kings. We have no need to fear. Through everything, the good and the bad, He is walking with us and will bring us safely through the fiery furnaces and the lion's dens of this life. It may be that He'll bring us through to live another day on this earth, or He may bring us through to live with Him on the other side, which, wow, that will be wonderful. Either way, He is with us and we are safe. Another major thing to see is that people are dying to see a real Christian. They want to know what we believe is true. The world watches us to see how we make it through the tough situations. Darius said, "Thy God, whom you serve continually, He will deliver you." That's a lost man that worships many gods telling Daniel, "Thy God that you serve continually, He'll deliver you." Now, isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? How the world watches us. Yeah, sure. They want to believe that what we have is true. They would love to live forever in a beautiful place called heaven. So, our lives need to show them that it's true. We need to be a voice in this world that speaks His word to others every opportunity we get in our conversations, in always we should be putting Jesus in the forefront of all that we do, all that we say, all that we think, first of all, and then it'll naturally happen. But okay, I just wanted to give you that for any of you that are interested in coming to my class on Wednesday night, August 20th, Bethlehem Community Church, 849 Lake Como Road. I would love to have you. But there's going to be, I think, 3 other classes that are going to be very, very good. Melissa Mitchell will be teaching one. Kevin Mann will teach one. Garrett Rayleigh will be teaching one. And they're going to be awesome. So I hope you join us. God bless you.